Welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A good morning to each and every one of you for your continued support. May God bless you, those who are fighting day and night to make sure that this channel is growing. We are almost 60,000 subscribers. Before you watch this video, kindly click the subscribe button and remember to turn on your notification bell. Ladies and gentlemen, when the Kenya Kwanza government was campaigning, it had a slogan, the bottom-up economic model. By that time, the explanation of the bottom-up economic model was simple. We empower the hustlers so that they can make more money and the money can trickle upwards. Instead of the national government trickling down money to hustlers, instead, according to Kenya Kwanza, it's the hustlers who should take money to government. And Ruto said the trickle-down economic model cannot work. The only model that can work is the bottom-up economic model. A few people who bought the idea were convinced that yes, let's vote William Ruto so that us boda boda riders, us mama mboga, us mkokoteni can be empowered through the Hustler Fund. And by the way, where is the Hustler Fund? Where is the Hustler Fund? Is it existing? Who is currently talking about it? Hustler Fund will turn out to be the biggest scandal I've ever seen on earth. It's a ticking bomb waiting to explode. And the day it will explode, you will know the reality that the Hustler Fund was not meant to help the hustlers, but to return the campaign money that people used. That for another day. Now, the Boda Boda believed, you could hear the tone and the attitude of the Boda Boda, the Mama Mboga. You could speak negative about Ruto to Mama Mboga and say, hey, you know what? Sisi tunataka Hustler Fund. Hii biashara yetu ipande, tukue wadosi. Bottom up. Now, that was during the campaign. William Ruto, by whatever means, has been the president, either illegal or illegally, is the servers that can tell us. He is now the president of the Republic of Kenya. And the bottom-up economic model has suddenly changed meaning. Suddenly changed meaning. And the new meaning now, according to me and from what I see happening in the government, the new meaning is you press hard the hustlers at the expense of the dynasties. Yes, this government is about dynasty. Baba ya Musalia Mudavadi alikuwa mbunge. That's a dynasty. So unafinya mwananchi mdogo at the expense of politicians up there who are living large. That is the new, exact, true definition of the bottom-up economic model. You press those down here so that the ones up here can live large. William Ruto promised to empower businesses. William Ruto promised to empower production. William Ruto promised to create jobs for the young people. That was his plan. What we are seeing now is killing the same businesses he said he will empower through high taxes. He is now killing boda boda. How is he killing boda boda? Mafuta imepanda bei tena. When petrol is high, the boda boda sector, not only the boda boda and the matatu, but let me dwell on boda boda because they were the people who were mostly used during the campaigns. When petrol is high, it cripples the boda bodas because their businesses entirely depends on petrol. You cannot fuel a boda boda using water. You cannot fuel a boda boda using kerosene. You cannot fuel a boda boda using maize. You only fuel a boda boda using petroleum. When petrol goes high, the boda boda dies. Now, when the boda boda dies, several means of transport are paralyzed because these are the same people wanaenda mashinani to transport small scale traders. So when boda boda sector is crippled, you equally cripple the small scale traders. The proposed finance bill is a grave to hustlers, mama mboga, the young people, and even the large scale traders. High taxes. Ladies and gentlemen, life in the coming years is going to be tough than we expected. But then, that is what Kenyans wanted. This government swore by the Bible to protect and empower farmers. But instead, they are killing these same farmers by removing fertilizer subsidy. These farmers, they need transportation to transport fertilizer and seeds to the farm. When you cripple transportation sector by increasing the cost of fuel, you literally cripple farmers. Why? Transportation is critical in a farmer. Transporting fertilizer to the farm, transporting seeds to the farm, and after they have planted, the produce must be transported from the farm to the market. So when petrol goes high, it literally kills the farmer. Transportation is going to increase as the cost of buying this maize remains constant. Point number 3. The president or the Kenya Kwanza entirely has crippled civil servants. They are being forced to contribute 3% to the housing project. Forcibly. They are being forced to contribute to the dying NHIF. NHIF is literally dead. Recently, some hospitals announced they are not going to use NHIF anymore until the government clears arrears. So NHIF is not helping anymore. But civil servants are forced to contribute. Retirement benefits, NSSF, as we speak. Several retired civil servants are still claiming the accumulated millions of shillings they have never been paid to date. Others have died out of high blood pressure. Others have died through unknown diseases because of stress. The same civil servants currently working are being forced to contribute to the same kitty that has refused to release funds to retirees. The same civil servants are being forced to cater for other mortgages. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a government that is determined to bury a hustler by all means possible. The Kenya Kwanza said it is going to empower the young people through creation of jobs. How many jobs has Ruto created so far? 0. The young people who ran to digital content creating are now being forced to pay 15% tax. YouTubers are already paying 25%. Kenyan YouTubers are already paying 25% to the US government. The Kenyan government also wants to impose 15%. So 25% plus 15, that is 40%. So a YouTuber like me, from the total amount of money you are making online, you are going to release 40% of your total income. You can imagine. 40%. So, if you are making like 100,000, you are going to release 40,000. Imagine. 40,000 shillings. So, you will only pocket 60,000. Do you know what is 40,000? Ladies and gentlemen, when we tell you this government is rotten, you don't want to understand. When we tell you this government is rogue, you don't want to understand. When we tell you we need change, you don't want to understand. Kaka, let me say this. I will continue to defend this country. I will continue to defend hustlers in this platform. I am not giving up. I am not surrendering. Hata kama watafanya handshake, mimi nitabaki tu hapa kutetea wa Kenya. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.